why got none so nice one?
That's the waterway flies.
You cannot like that! Hey! I got a massive spit on me.
You did not bring chili sauce from Singapore.
I always do. All right, Martin, 2 hours north of Sydney, we found ourselves in the city of Newcastle.
As you can see, it's very quiet, but we finally got some sun.
Yeah, the sun is finally out for the first time that we've been in Sydney, but we have no idea why we're in Newcastle.
The golden pot. It says hump.
Hump? So we drove to Port Stephens, and that's where we saw a line of camels, and we're like, yay! Okay, there's no way they're gonna put you and me on the same camel, right? I've never ridden on a camel before.
Thank you, sir. Oh, look at that.
And I tell you, the moment the camel stands up, oh my god, that's high up!
It looks like we're ready to ride, guys.
The camels were very well behaved,
And we were off into the dunes.
what a great day to be out here.
Incredible experience. The backdrop of the desert on one end and the beautiful ocean on the other. This is fun, man.
Hey! That was super, super fun, man. Look at his face, he's like, oh, thank god it's over.
He's gonna rest for the rest of the day.
I think they're giving him like the week off. Mental health leave. It was such a wonderful experience.
Beautiful. So next destination was Murray's Bee Farm. Look at how nice this place is.
It's like a little country house,
Yeah.
right in the middle of nowhere.
It's so Instagrammable. I can't wait to be taking some selfies. We're gonna have high tea, but we haven't had lunch yet.
Doesn't high tea come after lunch?
Right.
Or are we going to have high tea and then lunch?
I had my English breakfast tea.
I had apple seed tea. Very, very nice. What is high tea without tea?
We have a lovely high tea for you.
Look at how much cheese there is. Oh!
And we also have your scones now.
The scones came out and then you spread the clotted cream on it. Oh, it was so good. Oh, wow. Most scones you eat out there are so dry and crumbly. This one is moist.
Oh, lovely.
So soft. The outside is crispy. The inside is like a cloud.
This is the real deal.
We're supposed to have lunch after this. I don't know how we do it, but we will eat. We didn't even have time to finish that, and they were like, let's go taste beer.
Our most famous beer is Angry Man.
The perfect beer for you.
Yeah, man.
The grumpiest person on earth now gets to try Angry Man beer.
Cheers, guys.
Beer actually pairs much better with food than wine, which people don't really know about. Just eat some Singapore chili crab.
Yes! You said it, baby.
Ah.
Singapore chili crab.
She knows her stuff. It's brewed fresh on site, so it tastes really, really good.
Cheers. There you go.
So many people were there just basking in the sun and enjoying beer the whole day.
It was lunchtime, and the two owners of the property, one of them happened to be the chef, Kumar, and he whipped up some of the best tasting meats and chicken we've had in our life.
About to try some roasted black garlic butter. They say the garlic is slow roasted for 3 weeks.
Spectacular.
This is garlic bread on another level. Kudos to the chef. We will definitely come back there to Murray's again the next time we're here.
So after lunch, of course, got to work off all the beer or food.
We have no clue what we're about to do, but sign indemnity form means our lives will be in danger, Mutton.
My life is always in danger when I'm with you. They took us back out into the dunes, but this time for some quad biking.
What we did not expect. Wow, that view was incredible. I felt like I was in Star Wars. It's like an oasis, look at that.
You get to play with some vertical drops as well on the quad bikes.
We're going down this steep slope, it's crazy. Wow, that was awesome.
And then they take you up to the highest point of the dune. We're gonna try something different. We're gonna sled down the sand dune.
We decided to get on the boards and race, and somebody cheated.
No, I did not cheat. Here we go.
Wait, we didn't say start.
It's a lot heavier, and if you know the laws of physics, when a heavier thing goes down, they're a lot faster because of the weight.
You cannot like that. Hey! It's such a thrill because when you go down such a steep slope, you have no control. We got back on the quad bikes and they said the saddest thing we heard all day. They said, guys, we gotta go back.
Let's head back.
Wow, this is one activity I would recommend to anyone to do. It's super, super fun. And honestly, it's very little effort because you're just accelerating with your finger. There's a lot of sand in my shoe. Look at that.
So obviously after all the activities, we worked up a sweat and it was time to eat again. The van pulls up alongside this quaint little building, had a big sign that said Sapphire.
Turned out it was an Indian restaurant. How will Indian food taste in Australia? Let's find out. What's chicken 65? Chicken from Singapore?
Is that the only curry you have here?
These all are the curries.
Oh, these are all curries. It's just different kinds of curry.
That's right.
Every single curry had a different profile. Every single curry had a different spice level. And it was so good. We asked for the spiciest chicken, and this is what we got.
I gotta tell you, this is some of the most flavorful butter chicken I've ever had. This one has a bit of a kick to it. Wow. I'm gonna try a lamb shank.
Mutton.
Yes, mutton.
No, I'm talking to this one. Not you. This is just a super size satay.
Oh, super satay. And it's spicy.
Oh, this is the most beautiful naan I've ever seen. Why got naan so nice one? I'm just gonna eat this like a pizza. Wow. I like my naan very QQ. Chewy.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, this is the most Q naan I've ever had.
You're kidding? All the way here in Australia?
Okay, prawn curry.
Wow.
So good. Conclusion, Indian food, at least in this restaurant, is phenomenal. Really amazing.
I challenge anyone to come here and say the food is not nice. You'll be crazy to say that.
Okay, I'm so sorry guys. My tongue is burning and I cannot say anything else.
After such a spicy meal, what better way to cool down than to have some ice cream? So we went to this amazing place called Popolo. It's very popular amongst the locals. In fact, when we got there was a long queue as well.
How many scoops are you gonna get, Mutton?
Oh, just one. I just want to try one. I really cannot take you anywhere.
There were so many flavors.
Yeah, we didn't know what to choose. So I've got a Nutella on a cone. What are you having?
I will do tiramisu and I will do Nutella. Oh my god, man, how good is that?
I don't know, I'm just letting you talk. I've been eating my ice cream.
It's so good. Oh,
It really is what a gelato should be.
this is the creamiest gelato I might have ever had.
Absolutely.
Fantastic gelato. If you're ever in Newcastle, look for Popolo.
And obviously they're very popular with the crowd. Queue is never ending.
Even the doggo wants to eat ice cream. Good gelato is not that easy to come by, but when you have a good one, you know it's good.
So early in the morning, the producers sent us a note saying, please don't eat breakfast.
We drove all the way to this beach in Newcastle called Nobby's Beach.
The surf was coming in, beautiful golden sands.
It was so good to be at a beach where the sun was out. We've just been told to have fish and chips for breakfast.
Oh, what better place to have fish and chips because they catch it out of the ocean and then they put it on your plate.
Are you sure they do that?
Yeah, I think so.
Better ask.
We couldn't resist. We ordered a grilled barramundi, also the regular fish and chips for 2 people, and some extra calamari.
And of course, I whipped out my favorite thing.
No, you did not bring chili sauce all the way from Singapore.
I always do, because you cannot have fish and chips without chili sauce. Most fish and chips out there, 50% of it is batter, right? But this is batter. Look at it, it's so thin, you can see through it. That's how thin it is. And it's so crispy.
My fish is better than yours.
Not the regular breakfast food, but our kind of breakfast.
Yeah, man. So after the fish and chips, we took a nice little stroll just to work off some of the food.
And for the first time on this journey, we're actually sweating.
It's been a nice walk. Oh my goodness!
The golden pot is back!
3.142. We're gonna have some pie.
Oh, we're gonna have pie! So they brought us to this pie store and they had 30 flavors of pie. And what I love about specialist pie stores here is that you know it's fresh, unlike pies you might get back home. Everything's frozen.
First thing that caught my attention was the curry minced beef pie.
Anything curry.
Curry, I will just open my mouth. It's actually really good. It's got all the taste of the spices. It's just oozing, if you can see that.
I've never heard of this flavor before. The Ned Kelly. Apparently Ned Kelly was a criminal attorney. They put bacon, they put egg, they put cheese. What a pie!
You probably had to defend the pie after that.
I even added on a sausage roll, which it's the one thing they grew up here on. So if you thought the pie crust was good, this one's even softer and flakier.
It looks crispier, doesn't it?
I could have this every day for recess, yeah.
So we jumped in the car, drove for another 45 minutes or so, and landed up in a very unusual place.
Hey, Mutton. You look so much slimmer. You look like you lost weight and you're so quiet as well. If only you can be like that in Singapore.
It's a farm, but it's not any ordinary farm.
It's an Alpaca Farm.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
We're almost the same height. No, he doesn't want to take a picture of me. When we first came here, we thought, okay, maybe we'll get to play with like 5 or 6. There are like 80 of
There's a
them.
whole herd of them.
You know, we brought out the food, boom, they came rushing out to us.
Hungry, man.
The alpacas were so adorable, they're so gentle, except the spitting. Which is a thing they do apparently. I got a massive spit on me.
Oh dear.
Oh, they're so cute.
Then of course our farm has to have its sheep. And we've met our...
Long lost relatives. Hi guys.
Mutton.
Look at the little babies. Now, the owner, Sean, used to live in Singapore. So he was like, I remember you guys love your soft-boiled eggs over there. They actually allow us to pick a few eggs.
From the chicken coop, by the way, the mother hen was sitting right there.
Yeah, she was actually very calm.
I hear you like to partially cook them and eat them raw.
Are we actually going to do that?
Yeah, we'll give that a crack.
Let's do that.
We can't cook to save our lives, so it was quite a challenge where I said that to cook a soft-boiled egg, you just need boiling water and 4 minutes.
I always thought it was longer, so I did 7 minutes.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's too watery. Oh, he just drank his egg. All right, here we go. My time's up. It's a lot more white than there is yellow.
It looks exactly the same as mine.
And I've got all my protein intake done for the day. Fantastic.
When we first were told that we were going to do SSBD Eats, it's going to be good, right? We like to eat.
On this show, you lose control. And you know me, I'm a control freak. When I go on holiday, I plan every step of the way. After a week here in Sydney, I really enjoy that part of not knowing.
It's a very refreshing experience where you just hop on the car and no one's telling you where you're going, and then you just appear there and you find out what you're doing or what you're eating.
Exactly. The not knowing has become the best part of our experience.
My favorite thing about SSBD Eats is, although it's an eating show, we got to experience some things that we probably would have never gotten to do in our lives. And that's really what traveling is all about to me, like experiences. Oh, look! It's another golden pot!
Another golden...
Oh!
Oh!
Wow! Look at these! Oh, this is so nice!
That is awesome. We are now part of the SSBD family. Oh, man.
I love this. Thank you, guys.
So if we can request for the next SSBD Eats destination, we want to go to Japan, thanks.
Oh, yeah.